sorry. I came in and there was already chats. There was already things in the chat, and that surprised me. So that's why you guys get the, oh, hi, guys. Hi. Hi, Steven. Hi, chilling out. I'm 3 minutes behind, guys. I'm so sorry. My daughter had to take the dog upstairs because we know how he gets on my nerves when I'm live. How are you guys doing? Hi. I was not expecting there to already be like chat, so that okay, so anyway, hello everybody and welcome back to Maisie's Garden. I have a message for you. We're just gonna do a collective message. This is going to be just, you know, for all signs, nothing specific. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, go check out the previous. I'm going to start it tomorrow into the weekend. We're going to go live. I do have some things planned for this weekend. I have to go with my paranormal group. We have a client that we have to take care of. And then I'm also pet sitting this weekend for some friends' animals at her house, but it's just me going there. So I'm not quite sure when. Tomorrow is going to be after work, okay? But I'm not quite sure when I'll be going live this weekend. It'll be sometime. I'll post it and I will make sure you guys know about it and all that stuff. I still haven't really picked a theme for the Zodiac series this week. So if anybody has any suggestions on what they want to know, what they want me to talk about, I'm still kind of feeling that out a little bit, okay? All right, guys, let's see. What do I want to start with? I got a friend of mine. Well, I would consider her a friend now. She's a mom of a classmate that had passed when we were younger, and I had always stayed friends with her anyway. She gifted me this deck. It's the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. I think that it's so nice. So I think I'm going to start with these cards and kind of get like a message. I don't remember what I named this video. I think it's what your spirit guides want you like need to say or whatever. So I think that this goes with this. If I might read from the guidebook because I don't know the cards well enough yet. But oh, Steven, listen, I'm a super busy person, okay? And I only have so much energy. So yes, Libra is still owed a bonus read, and they'll get it at some point this month, okay? They'll get their bonus read. I literally I work 9 to 5. I'm a single mom, and I have other obligations outside of coming on live, and using up a lot of my free time. You know, I have clients through Maisie's Garden that I did a bunch of clients this week. I have a personal life, and I also need energy. And I refuse to read when I don't have good enough energy to read. So, oh, thanks, chilling out. So, you can be that guy, but it's not going to make me want to do the bonus read any faster. Sorry. Just it is what it is. They'll get it at some point when they're meant to. So, all right, let's see. This is what your spirit guides want you to know, guys. Take it only if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, you know, just let it fly. Do not apply. And go check out any of my other videos. There's years worth of videos. Maybe one of those will resonate. All right. Don't forget to share, not share, like and subscribe. I guess you could share too. I just haven't, I'm extra shuffling these because I haven't shuffled these. So I want to get really into it. I hope your guys' week is doing well. And if you guys are not doing well, then I hope that you take the time out to becoming well again. Hold on just a second. That's like a little too bright for me right now. This is how I'm feeling. All right. All right, Spirit. I have a message from the Spirit Guides for the collective. A message. Oh, okay. 2 came out. Beautiful. 2 very different energies. 2 very different energies just came out. So this definitely... Oh! And there was a 3rd one hiding underneath that? That was crazy. Okay. Okay. The first one that came out is She-Wolf. Unleash the Wild Within. Some of you could have been holding yourself back, maybe not really honoring the more carefree, or I don't want to say impulsive, but like maybe more spontaneous side of yourself. You like what opener from me? Chillin'. What you mean? What you mean by that? Let me know. Anyway, you know, so this is about really listening to your instincts, okay, because the wolf is here. Listening to your instincts, listening to that more carefree spirit inside. You may have been very rigid or very controlled lately. You may have had, for whatever reason, you may have had to be, whether it's within your job or in your home life, you feel like you've had to really keep it all together or keep like a stoic or poised way about you and not really being able to be like flowing and free and carefree, okay? So that they're asking you to unleash that side of yourself. You may need to just play more or allow yourself to experience things, be spontaneous, go places you haven't gone before. Really allow yourself to explore that feeling. Let's see what the guidebook says about the She-Wolf. I don't know if any of these are oh, they are. Okay. Let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. You could feel, especially for the more feminine genders, so take that how it resonates. You may feel a much more... how do I say this? You take the lead more. It literally says she's the alpha female in this card. Oh, the hope that you're doing well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks. Because I really do. I hope people are doing well. And if they're not doing well, then reach out. I can help you. Anyway, it says she's the alpha female who's not afraid to stand out from the crowd, or in this case, the pack. She's wild, unfiltered, and unfettered. So whether you've been holding your tongue, whether you've been just really trying to keep a lid on certain things, control of certain things, they kind of want you to release that a little bit and allow yourself to be unafraid to stand out, unafraid to be, you know, maybe be a little unique or a little quirky or a little eccentric, you know, really honoring who you are inside and not watering yourself down for society, okay? And that being okay. All right. The next card that came out is Earth Guardian. So this one, right, very, indigenous feeling, okay? Very, very indigenous. And then we have this one, and this looks like the Fae. This looks like an elf or a fae. All right. This says Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. So listen, they're like, listen, let your wild side out, have a little fun, right? But don't forget to ground yourself. Don't get so caught up in letting this out that it turns chaotic, it turns problematic. You know what I mean? It turns so impulsive that you're creating issues within your own life. So they're like, there's a way that you can balance yourself, that you can stay grounded, you can stay, you know, very practical in the sense of, I shouldn't even say practical, rational, because your wild side isn't usually practical, right? So just staying very like grounded and realistic about certain things, but allowing yourself to kind of find that sweet spot where you're honoring both sides, okay? Honoring both sides to this. Let's see what Earth Guardian says though. All right. Well, that's Earth Mother. Where's Earth Guardian? Huh? Well, that's weird. This guidebook is strange the way that it's set up. Oh, okay. In this book, okay, because you guys are going to learn about this book with me. They have it in section, well, learn about these cards with me. They have it in sections, sacred ones, and then it's guardians and messengers. Interesting. So this is a sacred one. She's a sacred one. And this is a guardian messenger. Well, it says Earth Guardian, but like, I just didn't realize that this was, I love that though. The message says, take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. So to me, it's like you can still be wild and have integrity. You can still, you know, indulge in the, you know, more eccentric, fun, you know, carefree side of yourself and still not be so completely enthralled with that energy that you are forgetting your responsibilities or, you know, just pretty much not putting yourself in any kind of trouble while you honor this wild side. I'm assuming that's an emerald because we have emerald. This is quite beautiful. These cards are beautiful. I'm going to definitely use these way more. And then the third one. Now let me see where he's at because I don't know. Wait, and there's a third. Hold on. There's a third section to this. Warrior symbols. So interesting. Huh. I love it. I love it. Okay. Sky Father is the last one. Hi, Kelly. Sky Father is the last one. It says, trust in the unknown. So wolves and eagles may be significant for you in your life. Virgo tough. I love that. All right, let's see what Sky Father says in this book. The message says, trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that he is lovingly leading you forward. Okay. This gives me like protection. Okay. Whereas in like you're a co-creator. Okay, the Sky Father is the counterpart to the Earth Mother in many traditions. So this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence and the energies. All right. So the fact that She-Wolf, which talks about like the alpha female, and then Sky Father came out, one, this gives me that during this time, or you could be working on balancing both the yin and yang energies within you, which is the feminine and masculine energy within you, okay? And so this may very well be, they want you to know that during this time where you could be exploring more depths of yourself, allowing certain parts of yourself to emerge, especially ones that you may have been told you needed to tame, ones that said, you know, society or just your own preconceived notions, things that you picked up on in your childhood, you just observed or saw how certain people acted and how they were treated, and you just were like, oh no, you know, in your head, subconsciously, you're just like, don't do that because it gets a negative, it gets negative feedback. So this is something about something being innately you, all right? A little bit of a wild side. It's okay to be carefree. It's okay to allow yourself to indulge in those things and not really have to be so structured or rigid or tamed, okay? But allow yourself to be grounded. Allow yourself to stay in reality and know that you're protected. This really talks about you're protected. You know, I heard favor. So you may be favored in the eyes of God, in the eyes of a creator. Bottom of the deck, what you don't see, what you didn't know is there. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within, okay? This is definitely about finding things within yourself, for sure, and knowing that you have like something special, okay? There's something, a talent, a gift, something that's innate and unique for you that you need to let it loose, all right? Stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. And maybe that's what you tamed. Maybe that's the wild side that needs to come out. Maybe you were, you know, maybe you were afraid of your own power, afraid of what you could have accomplished, and it was very subconscious. So you watered yourself down, you tamed yourself. You don't allow yourself to show at full capacity, and you need to. Spirit's like, what are you doing? You're protected. We love you. You know, no one's saying to like go wild, crazy, cuckoo nuts and completely destroy your life in like a chaotic mess of being so wild and free that there's no like structure, or you're not grounded and that you're not like in reality. That's not what being said, especially with Earth Guardian here. You may really connect with the earth, okay? There may be something about the moon, the sky, and the earth that is very integral for you, or you connect with those things. And again, wolves and eagles as well. Try to see if there's anything. I mean, she's just holding a bowl. This is giving me the magician vibes. I know it says Magic Guardian, but like in the tarot deck, it's giving magician. Like you have the tools, and what you need to do is master your craft in a way that really helps you stand in your power. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Let's see. What other deck do I want to use? Let's go with this. I'm going to use the Bestiary, the Illustrated Bestiary deck by Maya Toll. I love these cards. These make me so happy. They really, really do. Okay. Just in case I need the guidebook. I don't usually use the guidebook all the time, but with certain ones I do because I like sometimes the extra messages it gives. All right, let's see. What other messages do your spirit guides have for you? What other messages do your spirit guides have for you? Felt like something touched my leg, but nothing did. So that's interesting. That's interesting. All right. Spirit, what kind of message do you have for the collective? What kind of message do you have? Ooh, love this, first of all. This says get creative. I'm telling you, I was getting that from the She-Wolf thing. There's something about your, like an innate gift or talent or something, a skill or something along those lines that you need to unleash, all right? There may be, hi Kim, there may be some kind of creative endeavor or something that you create within yourself that needs to take the forefront. This is Screech Owl. There's something about, because owls talk about wisdom. Is that an earthworm? No, I think that talks about something else. Screech Owl talks about, it looks like an earthworm, but it's not. It's something else. It's a blind snake. Oh, how funny is this? Okay, so remember how I was telling you that you may have, when the She-Wolf card came out, that you may have watered yourself down or tamed yourself or poised and rigid and needing to like present yourself a certain way. It literally says that that you could have been camouflaging yourself or playing the chameleon, blending into your surroundings in order to survive. Okay, so could have used that advice if you. If it scares people, it just means that what they see in you is lacking in them, and maybe it's not scared, maybe it's envy. Okay, chillin'. Maybe it's envy that they can't own that type of power the same way that you can. They're afraid to. They let their fear take the forefront. Don't water yourself down because of other people. So the Screech Owl, you know, is really good at camouflaging herself. But there's something about getting creative, especially within your home, because this talks about her bringing in the blind snake into her home and co-living with the blind snake in order to keep rodents and other kind of animals out of her habitat, what they call it an airy. Yeah, it's time to get clever and creative with life's challenges, or even just with yourself, allowing yourself to really experience your creative pursuits or your creative side far more than maybe you have been. What else we got? Oh, wow. We got the black snake. There's a lot of snakes on these things. We got the black snake, which I need you to really look at the artwork on this card because it's so poignant and powerful, okay? Black snake. The snake is black, but what it's doing is shedding, right? It's shedding all these colors. Then you see the bone structure behind it. It almost gives medical. You know how like the medical symbol is the snake with the thing, and it also gives me that vibes. It says grow your truth. All right. This to me is shedding layers of yourself so you can show your true self. The fact that all these colors of the rainbow are in here, this could go out to for the LGBTQ side of things. This is really living in your truth. It could just very well being, maybe you're a colorful person. Your wild side may be just very colorful, okay? This also could reference Kundalini activation and awakening as well. So all of those things could be happening for you. Some of them, maybe none of them. Take it only as it resonates. Let me see what this says. Okay, it says, while free will isn't evil, it's complex. It requires each of us to define our own moral center and know what we stand for. Without this knowledge, it's easy to steer off course and be misled by smooth talkers and slick ideas. We grow when we see through the rhetoric and acknowledge our own truth. Each true choice expands you. Being true to yourself, making decisions based off of how you really feel inside and not what other people are expecting of you, society's expectations, anything like that. This could go across the board for everything. Your career, the way that you choose to live your lifestyle, who you choose to love, where you choose to live, all of that, okay? How you choose to express yourself in the sense, especially like creatively and artistically. They want you to grow this. There's something about your creative side that needs to come up. It needs to emerge and be let loose. Let go of what no longer serves you so you can continue to expand into your truest self. Okay? Spirit's asking some of you to really be true to who you are, because you may not have been for a little while now, or you may have found yourself, just trying to get through like a survival mode almost, just trying to get through and, get to the next day, make it so that you feel stable, so that you don't feel so overwhelmed or distracted, you don't feel like you need to disassociate and all that stuff. And it takes a toll on us. It takes a heavy toll on us. So there may be aspects of yourself that you've just forgotten about, and that's okay. That's okay. But Spirit's asking you to remember right now. Let that stuff come back out. Let that come up. Show that. All right. All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me more. Messages from the spirit guides for the collective. Messages for the spirit guides from the collective, please. Yeah, something about your truth. Living in your truth, and you can take it step by step, one day at a time. You may need to be honest with yourself about like who you surround yourself with. Do you resonate with them? Who do you work with? Do you resonate with them? What's your community like? What is your, the people around you? Do you feel supported? Do you feel like they're there for you, that they care about you, and it's not just a means to an end, or it's not just superficial in the way that, it's the same friend group you've had since you were a kid. Do you still resonate with these people? Do you still feel like you guys connect in the same way? And I'm not saying that you can't have different beliefs, or you can't, have like opposing views, but there is a difference between having opposing views and still feeling like you can support and love and care for each other, and those don't get in the way, versus that doesn't resonate anymore, and the things that they do, the things that they say, and the way that they act literally are stark opposite of you, and you just are not on the same wavelength. Okay? You are definitely going to be moving into feeling much more happy. Whoever I'm talking to, this is going to be a process, okay? This is not going to be like an overnight... Oh, excuse me. This is not going to be like an overnight change and you wake up and you're a different person, or an overnight success in some type of way. This is definitely a practical, methodical, slow and steady, staying committed, patient, and disciplined in whatever this is. So if you're trying to... if you're trying to gain something, especially like in your finances or in your career, there's definitely some type of growth or success that's going to happen. Your creative endeavors are really going to help with that, especially with the 3 of Cups being out here. There could be other people involved, a community involved. You may start getting involved in social events or like gatherings of some sort. And it'll be like a slow buildup. This is, again, not an overnight success, but it's almost like a slow and steady wins the race type of a energy here. We have the sun, so you can have Leo placements. There's something about your truth, what makes you happy, your vitality, also like your confidence, optimism, a form of success. You could be, because there's a child in here, you could be like a beginner in something, like a novice almost, where it's very much like the beginning stages of a journey or whatever it is that you're trying to start or experience. And you just take it one step at a time. You will end up building a solid support system, a community that you feel like you connect with, something that feels grounded and stable and rooted in love and optimism and happiness and positivity. Okay? You also could just decide that you want to go out. I heard on the weekend, go out with some friends. Just make sure that it's not something where you're going too hard, too fast. But going out and spending time with friends or going out to a social event or something along those lines may rejuvenate you. Okay, so that's also a message I'm getting. You may need to just get out of the house. Okay, go hang out with some friends. You may need it. And if you don't have a friend, or you don't have friends that you feel close enough to do that with, there is some like a group event or a social event or a community that's just waiting to like scoop you in and be there for you. And you may find people that are your people by doing this. Okay, don't be afraid to go out on your own so that you can meet people. Well, apparently you need to meet people. Okay. You're creating your own stalemate out of like fear or denial. Maybe, you know, the denial could just very much like, I'm good. I don't need anybody. We're humans. We are made for bonding and companionship, regardless of what that companionship looks like, okay? So you do need to go out and meet people. You do need to connect with others. And I'm telling you, there's something about revitalizing yourself through that process. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. The Empress and the Fool. So we have Leo out here. Could have a Mercury in Cancer. Could have Taurus or Virgo placements. Libra or Taurus or Aquarius. You also could have Venus or Aquarius or Venus or Uranus in your first house. If you guys know astrology at all, you could also have the Sun in your first house. Mercury in Cancer in your first house. Something along those lines. But this is about really, again, tapping into your power, and a lot about your like femininity, your yang energy, and allowing, or is it the yin energy? I always mix them up. I'm so bad. Because to me, yin sounds feminine and yang sounds masculine, but I think it's the other way around where yin's masculine and yang's feminine. I don't know, drop it in the comments and correct me because I know I'm wrong. But anyway, the more feminine energy, the feminine side of your energy, being open to receive, because in being open and vulnerable to receiving, that's when we can accept abundance and whatever abundance looks like for you. Okay? And then again, something about your creativity. You may need to do some sacral chakra work, sacral and heart chakra work, and maybe a little solar plexus because of the vitality and willpower. But this is about you leaping into some form of freedom, being a little bit more carefree, a little bit more willing to try new things or go to new places, allowing yourself. I just saw a 34 on the clock. I'm throwing that out there. Just a little bit more spontaneous in the way that you do things or try things, which are food, the places that you frequent or go, new creative hobbies, or even just trying new things to see if you like them. Maybe you could be good at them. Maybe there's something creatively that you don't even know that you're super good at and you need to try it. Gardening, something maybe with flower arrangement, something along those lines I just heard. That was random. But there's going to be some type of new opportunities or a new beginning or an adventure. This is going to feel like an adventure, some type of journey that you go on that I think really helps you become more of you. Okay? Oh, Kim, I love gardening. Yin is feminine, yang is masculine. So I was right the first time I said it? Thank you. Thank you, Stephen, for correcting that. So, or maybe I felt like yin was masculine and yang was feminine. And that's why I get it mixed up. I don't know. But, this is also about getting really true to what you think is actually going to actually make you happy in your own life. And then taking the steps to getting there. Okay? Listen, and it's taking a leap of faith. Really being who you are. Going after what it is you want. No one says it has to be something where you don't plan or you don't have practical steps, but they just want you to take the leap. And not let the fear of the unknown in taking that leap, like where it could bring you, stop you. It's a fresh start. Yeah, you're being called to step outside your comfort zone. And that's where you're going to find a lot of your happiness, a lot of your abundance starts coming in, because it's about honoring yourself. And once we start doing that, it starts bringing in more of what is true to ourselves. So we become abundant in that kind of stuff. Very interesting. Also, bottom of the deck, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, especially if you're, starting to do things that maybe you hid before, or just honoring yourself in some way. You're gonna hit resistance. The people that really care about you and love you, they're gonna see this and know that this is the true you and celebrate it. Okay, they're gonna love it. They're gonna be like, finally. The people that are either masking themselves or truly aren't like there for your highest good will have a problem with this. So you're gonna have to be a little bit discerning about like which side of the fence people are gonna be on, as far as like, is it more of an envy or jealousy that you're finally honoring yourself and they feel like they can't do that for whatever reason, and that's why they're a little negative towards whatever this is? Or is it really that they just aren't for you? Okay, and that's where your discernment is going to need to come in. That's when you're really going to have to not make any rash decisions, but don't be afraid to defend yourself or stand up for yourself, and protect yourself and your environment, so that you can live the way that you want to live, act the way that you want to act, as long as it's not hurting anybody else or, hurting yourself or anybody else. There's nothing wrong with it. I really am getting that somebody may be, all right, just take it out as it resonates, guys, because this might not fit for everybody, okay? But somebody may, because this is kind of giving me the vibe of somebody maybe not honoring their true sexuality, and maybe they're a little closeted, or maybe not everybody knows, or you kind of keep it quiet and it's not something that you showcase very often, or something along those lines. And this is about stepping into just being open and honest and living your life the way that you want to live it, and not really caring if people accept you or not. It's like, I still have to live for me. Wasting so much time and energy and your life living for other people is only going to get you to the grave with full of regret of not doing exactly what it is that you wanted to do for yourself. All the things that you wished you could have done, all the stuff that you fantasized about, you know, how you wanted to live your life, your dreams, your goals, all of that stuff, it gets put on the back burner when you live for other people, other people's expectations or, you know, responsibilities or obligations or whatever it is. So this is about you kind of starting to live for yourself more than for other people, and not, and kind of like starting to not care about what other people think about how you live your life. All right, we're going to use Island Time Wellness. Let's see. What other kind of messages do you have? Spirit, what other kind of messages do you have for the collective? Oh, look at that. Sunshine came out again. Different deck. The sun, sunshine. It says good vibes, happy times, positive attitude. Ooh, wedding rings. You could be meeting somebody. You could be meeting somebody. Somebody may come in and shine the sun right on your life, made with love. Love call. Oh, yeah. You guys could be meeting somebody. If you're not involved, if you're single, you could be meeting someone. If you aren't single, if you aren't single, this is about taking things to the next level, really solidifying your commitment. You know, if you've just been dating, this could be, you know, taking that commitment to the next level into like, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. If you guys have been boyfriend and girlfriend, this is about like moving in together. If you guys have already been living together, this is about possibly getting engaged or just solidifying the commitment so much more. Okay? Some type of union, some type of soul connection. It says made with love and love call, wedding ring, sunshine. You're right on track to be meeting someone or deepening the level of commitment that you have with someone if you're already with someone. Now, this is someone where the relationship is made with love, okay? So if you are in a relationship and it's unhealthy and toxic, this message is not for you, and I'm sorry that it's not, okay? But if you are with somebody that's unhealthy and toxic, get rid of them. What are you doing? So that you can be on this level. Maybe honoring yourself in that way. Being honest about who's around you and what you've allowed, what kind of treatment you've allowed yourself to be in, and standing up for yourself, defending yourself, really protecting yourself in that way. And then you meet somebody. You're getting offered something. Well, you're getting some type of love offer. Somebody's going to be very sentimental, very romantic. They pay attention. This is the type of energy that I'm getting. They pay attention. They pick up on the little details of people, their likes, things that they mention in passing, the way that their face lights up over certain things. You know, they clock this. So this is definitely someone who will be there and be very sentimental or give gifts from the heart. They're just very thoughtful in what they do. They curate based off of the person, and they learn the person so that they can curate. All right? This person may get you to try new things, or you just may be very open to trying new things. If you are with somebody, you guys, in a way that you guys are like deepening your commitment, you may start trying new things together as a couple, or, you know, experiencing things together, you know, whether it's in and out of the bedroom, you know, whatever y'all do, that's your life. But as long as it's not hurting anybody else, go ahead, baby. But, this is also somebody that will be there and support you through like all of the processes. This is definitely, and if you guys have already been dating someone, you're going to start seeing how much this person actually really loves and cares about you. They're going to start, especially if you guys have been like, you know, dating, and maybe there's a little bit of a, does he love me? Does she love me? I don't know. Like, you're going to know. You're going to know. They're going to tell you. They express love. There's a message of love thinking of you and letting you know. This is going to definitely be someone who texts you throughout the day when they're at work, when they just get a minute and be like, thinking about you, love you, have a great day, bye. Like, it's someone very thoughtful, very communicative, very compassionate. I do see this lasting, whoever this is and whatever connection this ends up being. And again, as long as it's rooted in love, honesty, and integrity and respect, then this is your message. If you don't have that going on in the relationships, the message is not for you. You're going to be meeting somebody, and they are just going to be a breath of fresh air. It's going to feel like a dark cloud has moved away from your life and you finally can see the sun again. Positive attitude. Very sweet. I love that message for you guys. So sweetie. That's very cool. You know what, Spirit? I'm a little nosy. Hold on. I'm a little nosy. Okay. Can we get a timing card? Because I'm nosy. Right. Maybe it's you chilling. Maybe you're the one that's going to have a busy life all of a sudden. All right. Tell me a timing card about that last message. When should the singles... Here, let me rephrase this question. When should the singles expect this from the last reads? Expect this person. When should the singles expect this person? Tell me. Oop, oop, oop. When should the singles expect this person? Just one card, please. Ooh, it doesn't want to tell me. Ooh, it doesn't want me to be that nosy. Oh, come on. My cards never do this. Oh, okay. Ooh, May. Cinco de Mayo. Maybe you go out for Cinco de Mayo and you meet somebody. Hey! Okay, let's go. May time. You could see, it could be May. Bottom of the deck is October. October or May. Maybe for Halloween. Maybe go to a Halloween party. Or a Halloween get-together. Or something along those lines. Something around those times. Okay? Maybe. Also, for people that are already together and committed, there's some type of shift in May and October you may see within these relationships that you have. Okay? Okay. I love this. This is a really great collective message. This is making me really happy, guys. Really, really happy. All right. What do I want to use to close this out? Oh, you know what? I know what I want. I got a new deck. This one I bought myself, though. Soul Symphony Oracle cards. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Okay? And it's an oracle, the artwork and everything on it is just fantastic. I think I'm going to get really freaking great messages off of this. I don't know if you guys saw, like, a couple months ago in one of my collective readings, I said I was going to start using oracles more because I love oracle cards. Told you. Okay. Well, that's your problem. Don't be doubtful. Have some faith. Have some faith. All right. Let's see. Our closing message for the collective from their spirit guides, please. A closing message for the collective from their spirit guides, please. Closing message. A closing message. Oop, that one flipped. Ooh. Let's see what this means. I'm telling you, you guys are about to meet somebody and this could be friends. Okay, this could be new friends. This could be somebody significant. We have visit, okay? Chillin', if you don't go out, someone may show up at your house. No, I'm kidding. I hope not because I hate when that happens. I'm like, oh, do I pretend like I'm not home? Ooh. But this is unexpected visit or a phone call. Okay, we had that love call. I'm telling you, you're going to get some type of communication, or someone's going to reach out or stop by, or there's a chance meeting. Let me get more about this, because it also says riding by the house, and I don't like that, but I don't think this doesn't feel bad. Because look at the artwork on this. Look at that door. How could you not feel good about that? Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, maybe not so. Oh no. Maybe not so. Oh no. Oh no. Yes, it's oh no. Okay, because I haven't read, like, I've read these cards. I went through them real quick to look at them, but I haven't, like, did a reading with these cards yet. Okay. Right, knock, knock, I love you. It's me and you. Can I move in? That would be crazy. All right, anyway. But this visit, okay, Sneaky came out with the snake. We're ending the year of the snake, by the way. Okay, the Lunar New Year is about to happen. We're ending the year of the snake. All right? This is the snake. It's, or it says sneaky. It says fake profiles, hiding themselves, plotting, social media. So you could be, someone could be watching you on social media. Someone could feel like, and again, maybe hiding themselves in the sense of maybe they're like watching you and vetting you and like, you know, paying attention to you, because I was getting someone that pays attention. And then we have union, but it literally says reconciliation, coming back, second chance, rebuilding. So when I was at, oh no, sneaky visit, you may get someone that you were once involved with call you unexpectedly, pop up by your house. I'm hoping they don't pop up by your house. And if they do pop up by your house, I hope that you ain't home. I hope you're not home in that time. Because who the heck wants that shit? Anyway, so someone could be reminiscing about you, thinking about you, trying to figure out a way or come up with a reason to have to reach out to you, to have to like make contact in some way. Someone may want a second chance or rebuilding. Ooh, triggers. This person, this person, and maybe this is why this is coming up, is because you have somebody new that's going to be in your energy, right? And so people from the past are like, what's going on? Who you got? What can meet? Can we see? Like, get out of here. Triggers: childhood wounds, flashbacks, ready to explode, caught in the act. This is definitely someone who maybe, obviously there's a reason why you guys are not in, you guys aren't together right now or not in communication right now, whether this is a friend or an ex-lover or something along those lines, okay? And maybe they were someone who either triggered you or they have triggers and they never got the healing that they needed, so they sabotaged this. Oh, call again? Yeah, someone's reaching out to you guys. I'm also getting someone may think that you're in a relationship. They may think that you're involved. So they're like trying to get any kind of information, especially with that sneaky. They could be trying to get information from fake profiles, stalking your social media, trying to get anything out of there. So if you don't want people to know your business, I'd make everything as private as possible. Unblocking, hearing your voice. Somebody misses you, guys. Somebody definitely misses you. They could have water signs, because I have water signs at the bottom of the deck. It says Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpio. Hold up. And then underneath that was new boo. I told you. You got an ex big mad that you're moving on. Seeing someone new love blossoms, enjoying each other, happy place. Yeah, this is definitely someone, this is the tale as old as time. I don't know why that came through my head. Beauty and the Beast. That might be significant for someone, but this may be a tale as old as time where they may not have appreciated you when they had you, and now you're moving on, and they're like, oh my God, I miss them. I love them. Just like all this shit. It's like, I love it when they, you know, all of a sudden understand what you meant to them, or how special you were, or, you know, what kind of person you were, and how much, you know, all the good things in hindsight. Like, you couldn't have appreciated me when you had me, but once you don't have me and you can see someone else is now appreciating me, now all of a sudden you want to spin the block? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, right. Okay, because that is not, don't even, I'm lucky this is not me, because you couldn't even come at me with this bullshit. I would not entertain this for even a flick of a second, okay? Not even a second. So, and thankfully, and I hope, none of that would never happen to me, so please don't even try it, you know? But, yeah, somebody misses you. You could have been a very, like, stable, grounded person, because hearing your voice, the way that this looks at, it looks like, you know, a little girl that just, like, needs to hear her mom or dad, like, needs to have that stable, grounding connection with someone that she feels safe with. You may have been that person for this person. So, again, this, a friend, family member, or an ex-lover. Maybe not so much a family member, but it very well could be. Take it only how it resonates, guys. Yeah. If you block them, they want you to unblock them. Man, if they got deserved to be blocked, then they should stay blocked. Like, good luck with that. Anything else about this? Anything else about this? Oh, that one didn't flip over. I thought it was going to. Anything else about this? Oh, okay. Self-love, acceptance, self-treatment, intention, self-awareness. This tells me right here, we ain't accepting no bullshit. We're not accepting things that aren't deserving of us, lowers our self-worth, our integrity, or our dignity, okay? And we would be dishonoring ourselves and our self-worth if we went back to somebody who treated us like shit the first, second, and third time. Hello. Self-love. And then ravenous came out. Insatiable, uncontrollable desires, must have, hunger for pleasure. This person, get out. I'm over it. Yeah, partner, unsafe decisions, not thinking. This person is unstable. They don't have, maybe they don't have self-love themselves. They act very recklessly. They may move from partner to partner. There's no stability there. They, you know, make very unsafe decisions, both with, you know, sexually and maybe with their health and stuff like that. Especially with insatiable. This is somebody who, no matter how much you give, it's never going to be enough. Love yourself more than you love this person or care for this person, okay? It's gonna be the best thing for you. And that's what we're closing out. Because Spirit's like, hey, you got all this good stuff coming, okay? They want you to stand in your power. They want you to start doing things that are making you happy, being honest about who you truly are, really showcasing your talents and your skills and owning your power. Someone new's coming into your life that's going to end up being a really great love for you, whether it's friend or family, friend or lover, and not allowing, that was a warning, not allowing anybody from the past to come in and mess that shit up, okay? Okay? All right. That's what I'm getting. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for coming and sitting with me on this Thursday night and just hanging out and listening to me ramble about stuff to you. And hopefully they landed and resonated and you guys take whatever you need from this reading. Okay? I love you. I'll see you guys in the next couple days. Goodbye. Bye.